For a touchback.
Everybody, Mike's 5-4. Man, I got you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Touchdown, Cowboys! Matt Breida, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 21. Here's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Let's go, D. Big shit. We got to step it up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. 6 man. Hey! Check curls. Kill.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Great. 54. Mike's 50.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Complete to Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Go, go. It's run.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good work, boys.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Check. Tighten up. Rush in.
Now Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up... Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's coming this way. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
On 2nd and 12. Newton. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. It's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton dancing to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Switch it. Come on, switch.
Hey! Check 9.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets his forward for about 8 or 9. And that looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run.
Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
20.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
Back.
Switch. Slam.
Tight dog.
Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
What do you need?
Mike 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's
Express.
tighten up.
Gun.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Jones has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's get this ball back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
20.
Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. And Thomas has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Gun. Great.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Get it. At all costs. Express.
54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When we see another pitch and catch there to the running back, this position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Extra point try good by Gano. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This is fielded at the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go. Watch twist.
On the carry, this is Scott.
Run!
8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Step 180.
Watch it, you find. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Great.
Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And taken right on the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott now taking a deep shot here, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, 30 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Banjo.
20.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, Newton looking downfield for Joe. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get the ball. Hey! Whip. Watch the whip.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35. Now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
I'm trying to collect.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people play.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second in a bundle.
Check right. Watch it, 5. 20.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check it back.
Back to throw, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
55's mine, guys. 55.
From the gun, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They're running it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They run again with Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 59 yards.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. 25, check 25, check 25.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the they push out in front further. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Newton. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Byron Jones. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now it's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here we go. Line in. Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Check nickel.
Hey, check 26.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
All day, punk. Check
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Catch is made by Hurd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Go. Get out there.
Switch. 1st and 10 at the
1
38-yard line.
Check, Mike. 26.
Here's Breida.
Check it out.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Line in.
Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Check 26.
This is Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now it's Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a cutback right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, watch 54, watch, boom. I'm going to come back to you.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. This complete to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, a run from Breida. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Mike 54. 54.
Throwing is Newton.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Prescott. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Quinn able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 20. Crunch. Check 50. Check 50. Out, 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 out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for